There's a criminal case playing out in Georgia right now against rapper Young Thug and several of his associates using their own lyrics to prosecute them. It's a case that's putting the freedom of expression on the stand, and it's a practice also being used in the UK, where police are now charging drill rap artists for their own lyrics or banning them from saying certain words entirely. But these laws don't just impact musicians, they could have ripple effects for artists worldwide. ABC's Patrick Reevell takes us inside the world of UK drill.
You've never seen 50 grams, you've never seen 50 bands. By the time you get your food, it's been for like 50 hands.
It's the uncomfortable truth. That's what drill is in the UK.
Stopping shows, they take down YouTube videos, they over-censor.
UK drill. Inspired by the Chicago-born rap style known for its violent lyrics, the British form has now become one of the world's fastest-growing music genres. In the UK, drill is often treated as dangerous by authorities, and the debate around it is raising bigger questions about the policing of black communities. We're meeting DJ Bemper and JK.
Cool. JK, that's my name.
Two DJs who host a drill-focused radio show, Scary Things.
I think hard is an understatement to be a successful drill artist. Because the ones that are successful, they have their fair share of censorship, trouble with the police.
Drill has attracted claims from the UK authorities that it fuels gang violence, particularly knife attacks in London. They point to real-life attacks glorified in some drill videos, like in Digger D's Play for the Pagans.
He was got splashed and died, and I don't feel sorry for his mum.
Unlike in the US, British courts have exceptional powers to control drill artists' work. Court orders can force performers convicted of criminal offences to submit lyrics for vetting by police, and even ban them from saying certain words. Courts have sentenced drill artists for performing banned songs, saying the music amounts to criminal gang activity.
It's unheard of in other genres, totally unheard of. For drill artists, it's almost like that's just normal. I've even had issues with venues just purely down to acts that I was DJing for, saying that I can't come to this venue, I can't come to this city purely because I'm linked to a certain music group.
Digger D, one of Britain's most popular artists, has to inform police 24 hours before releasing any new music, a condition of his parole stemming from a case in which his lyrics were used as evidence to help convict him of conspiracy to commit violent disorder.
Digger D, I'm in love with violence.
Police have had YouTube and Instagram take down Digger D tracks, including this song, Kill Confirmed. Social media companies have removed hundreds of drill tracks at the police's request. Police say drill videos frequently include direct threats, but Instagram's oversight board recently said it was concerned drill is being over-policed.
And the police say that drill music incites violence. I mean, what do you say to that?
This ain't no new thing for black people. This ain't no new thing. If we're wearing flares and an afro and it's the 70s, you're still going to say it's a violent thing. You're still going to say we're out here doing the mad thing. Anything we're doing is the violent thing. I've noticed this. Man will make Bob Marley sound violent.
Many artists also say its success is changing drill.
3 years ago, when I properly started listening to it, I mean, it was all violent. But now I think it's changed hugely. Drill's taken a change where it's become a lot more mainstream.
But experts and critics warn that the criminalisation of drill is having consequences far beyond artists.
They still don't listen.
We've come to Manchester to meet Taiwo Adejoji. In 2021, her 19-year-old son Ademola was sentenced to 8 years in prison.
Life have not been the same, I must tell you. Life have not been the same. I'm just coping and moving through the day.
The family is from one of Manchester's most deprived areas, but Ademola, known as Ade, seemed to have a bright future. Head boy at school, excelling at sports, and accepted to study law in college. But in 2020, he was put on trial alongside 9 other black teenagers, charged with conspiracy to murder and conspiracy to commit violent assault. The teenagers, police claimed, were all part of a violent gang.
They didn't give them the chance to really know who the boys are. They already painted them as gang because they are black, because they are together, and they listen to drill music.
At the heart of the case was a group chat created on the messaging app Telegram a year earlier after one of Ade's closest friends, John Soyoye, was stabbed to death. In the chat, the boys vented their anger, and some called for revenge. Prosecutors say only 3 of the boys in the chat eventually did carry out attacks, slashing one victim with a machete and hitting another with a car. The victims survived, but all the teens were charged with conspiracy, carrying sentences similar to if they wielded the knife.
The evidence that was specific to Ade that they used against him was, I think, 3 text messages. The messages that he sent were, he speculated about somebody who he had heard was involved in the killing, and he sent a postcode around where that person might possibly be. No harm from which came. There was no attack on the individual that was named.
So it's 8 years, essentially, for sending 3 messages in a Telegram group.
Yep. Absolutely.
In court, police used drill to back up the gang claims, playing music videos like this, involving some of the boys, though not Ade.
I make noise, that's why I got haters.
They said because he listens to drill music and because he knows people who make drill music, that he's a gang member.
No justice! No peace!
Dr. Ethna Quinn has acted as an expert witness in other trials where rap was used as evidence.
And it is a textbook, really, of what goes wrong when rap music is introduced. It always brings in stereotypes about criminality, about violence, and particularly when you've got groups of youngsters in the dock, then you get this sort of gang, this sort of gang dangerousness, criminality, sense of risk. The music becomes a soundtrack for shoring up the idea of the gang.
Ade's case is not unique. The conspiracy charges used against him resemble a controversial legal concept in the UK known as joint enterprise.
There's a much lower evidential bar. What has to be proven is some kind of association, which can be proven via common cultural links like music videos. We've got academic evidence that shows that those who are currently serving murder and manslaughter charges under joint enterprise in this country, over 3/4 of them are young black and ethnic minority.
Britain's Crown Prosecution Service defended the convictions, saying Ade had identified targets for attack, but it is currently updating its guidance on the use of drill in criminal trials, though some experts worry there will be little change. Ade is currently seeking to appeal his conviction. His first appeal last year was rejected.
I just want to use this opportunity to tell whoever is in position of power to let my son come home. I miss him.
Our thanks to Patrick Reevell for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.